y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Hopefully I can add some happy Jellycat vibes to your day today. Okay, I am so excited for today's video. I can't even explain it, but today I am going to be going through every single Jellycat in my collection. So this is going to be a full Jellycat collection video. I'm going to be showing you every Jellycat I have in my collection currently. And just a little like side bonus on there, since I have recently started saying that I am going to be naming all my Jellycats, and I've started naming some of the more like recent ones I've gotten, I am going to be going through all of my Jellycats names if they have one. That might not make sense in the moment, but that'll be kind of explained more in the video. So I am so excited. So I'm going to try and keep this intro really short because we have a lot of Jellycats to go through today, and I want to get to it and not take too long in this video, but we'll see how long it takes because y'all, I can't even believe I'm about to say this, but I officially have 25 Jellycats in my collection. I know that might not sound like a lot, but to me, who not too long ago was not like collecting Jellycats at all, very crazy, very exciting. I'm very excited to get into it, so let's get started. Also, I did want to say I am going to be going in order of when I got each Jellycat. I think my list is accurate, so I'm going to be going from my first Jellycat all the way to my most recent Jellycat. I am pretty sure that I have them in the correct order. Some of my earlier ones are a little foggy in terms of which I got when, but I think I got them all correctly, so that's how we're going to be doing today's video. And you can kind of already see the first one that I'm going to be talking about. I didn't realize he was in the frame, but introducing my first ever Jellycat that I got in my collection. This is Bart. This is Bartholomew. This is the huge size. He is so cute. Just a close look at him. He has his little necklace. I need to make a necklace for all my Bartholomews, but I think only 2 of them have necklaces at the moment, but he's one of the lucky ones that has a little necklace. Like I said, he is the huge size of Bartholomew. This is the guy that started it all for me, so I felt like he deserved a little moment at the beginning of the video because honestly, I think my obsession with Jellycats in general started with Bartholomew Bear just overall, because I just thought he was such a quintessential nostalgic like teddy bear stuffed animal, and I honestly love how Jellycat has designed them. As you will see, pretty much all of my other Jellycats have names, but I decided not to rename my Bartholomews. So I just have like, I guess Bartholomew the second, third, fourth, whatever. But I decided to keep the Bartholomews with their original names because I just felt like it was fitting. And I feel like Bartholomew is just a really fun name in general, so I didn't really come up with a better one. So these are just going to be Bartholomews, but everyone say hello to the one that started it all, the first ever Jellycat in my collection. All right, next up we have Bartholomew in the bee costume. Little up close look at him. I actually pretty much got this Bartholomew and the huge Bartholomew that I just showed you together, but I actually got this one in person at my local Learning Express, and then the other one I ordered, but I ordered that one first, so I count that as my first Jellycat. I think I may have gotten this one in person before he came in the mail, but I count that as my first Jellycat. But these are my first 2, and again, as you can see, Bartholomew really drew me in because I have lots of Bartholomews at the start of my collection. Again, this is still Bartholomew in the bee costume because I just feel like it's really fitting, so I didn't decide to rename him. But moving on, kind of keeping with the same theme, but not a bear, we have the all-bee bee. Oh my goodness. I know a lot of collectors really like this bee. This was definitely, again, at the very beginning of my Jellycat collecting. This was my 3rd ever Jellycat. I saw this guy at my local toy store and I just was like, I absolutely need it. I was really drawn to it. I don't really do, I guess, insect stuffed animals because I don't really have any other insect stuffed animals, I guess, like in my possession, but I just thought the bee was so cute. Now I did decide to rename the bee because I guess this one's name is All-Bee Bee, yeah, because that's what the tag says, but I decided to name my bee, and everyone say hello to Honey. This is Honey. I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory why I named her Honey, but I just thought it went with her really well. She's got like, I don't know if you can see it, but she's got a cute little smile, and so I just feel like she's really sweet and cute, so I felt like Honey was a really fitting name for her. All right, so we took a little hiatus from the Bartholomews, but now we are back with another Bartholomew. The next one that I got in my collection is the Eggplant Bartholomew. So he's in the little eggplant costume, this like Velcros. I think this guy does have a little necklace. This is the other Bartholomew that has a necklace, but you can't really see it. But honestly, I am obsessed with this eggplant costume. I think it is so funny. Such a fun costume to have. And honestly, this one and the bee costume, I feel like they are really nice quality, very cool. And again, you can fully take off this eggplant costume if you were wondering. The bee, you can't take off the little antennae that he has on top, but you can take off the costume itself, just if you're wondering. So this one's kind of like a 2-in-1 because you have Eggplant Bartholomew, or you can take it off and just have a regular medium-sized Bartholomew. I think that's what size they are. But again, this is Eggplant Bart. That is still his name. Again, haven't changed it, but I love him and I think he is so cute. All right, next up, another Bartholomew. Let me pull him on in here. We have the really big version of Bartholomew. I love this one in my collection. Again, this is still Bartholomew, but he is the really big size. I really need to make him a necklace because I feel like that'd be really cute on the really big one. I wonder if they make like really big beads. Anyway, we digress. I absolutely am obsessed with this size. I will say seeing another collector have this size of Bartholomew was probably what started all of this for me and started my Bartholomew obsession. I really wanted this size to be my first Jellycat, but they ran out, like he went out of stock on the Jellycat website while I was debating if I wanted to get him or not, because this one is a little bit more expensive. But I took too long debating and I missed him and he went out of stock, so I decided not to do that one right now. And so I ended up getting the huge size instead. And then it just kind of spiraled from there. But then he came back in stock, and I don't remember, I don't think I actually bought this. I think my lovely fiance got this for me, but he is so cute, so big. Like, look at this. How can you not love Bartholomew? I can't. He is just too cute and cuddly. All right, next up, we are again breaking the Bartholomew train with another Jellycat. This is the Fuddles calf, guys. Oh my goodness. I did decide to rename this guy because I guess Fuddles is his name, but as you can probably tell, it's a calf, which I believe is like the baby version of it. I think he's supposed to be like the baby version of a cow. And as you can see behind me, not very surprising that I have some sort of cow in my collection here for Jellycats, but I did decide to rename this guy. So everyone say hello to Ben. This is Ben, my little calf. I decided to name this. There's a little bit of backstory for this one, I guess. I will tell you, like, I'll tell you all their names that have names, and then if they have a little backstory, I'll share that too. But this is Ben, and I named him after, I don't know if y'all have seen this movie, but it is called, I believe, Backyard Barnyard, or it's just Barnyard, something like that, because there was a show and a movie, and I can't remember if they both had that name or what. But in the movie, they're like, it's a bunch of farm animals, and like the main characters are a black and white cow, and then his dad is a brown cow, which his name is Ben. And I feel like I'm not really naming this guy after that one, but at the end of the movie, there's a baby cow or a calf born, and she names him after Otis's dad, Ben, so she names it Ben. So I feel like he kind of resembles the little baby cow at the end, so I feel like it was fitting. So everyone say hello to Ben. Welcome Ben to my collection. All right, moving on to the last Bartholomew in my collection. We have teeny Bartholomew. Oh my goodness. So I guess I have 5 Bartholomews in my collection overall. Kind of crazy that I haven't gotten another Bartholomew, but I'm sure this will not be my last Bartholomew. But everyone, this is the teeny version of Bartholomew. It is so cute. I love that I have all the different sizes of him, or just like a variety of sizes of him. I don't have every size. But I just think the tiny one is so adorable. I believe definitely a little bigger than the bag charm Bartholomew that they have, but I would like that one at some point. I just haven't gotten it for myself. But the teeny version is so cute. And again, this is still Bartholomew because I just can't change it. I can't do it. So next up we have the Amusables Cherry. I am so glad to have this one in my collection. This one I actually got from the Jellycat website. If you haven't seen my Jellycat mail video where I unbox this, definitely go check it out. But basically, I ordered this on the Jellycat website, and they sent me the wrong Jellycat, and so they had to resend me the cherry. So I was really worried for a second that I wasn't going to be able to have him in my collection, or I was going to have to wait for them to restock or something. But it all worked out. They were so nice, so helpful. So I have this cute little cherry in my collection. I did decide to name this guy as well because, I mean, the Amusables in general don't really have names. It's just like Amusable Cherry, Amusable Peanut, that kind of thing. So I did decide to name this guy, and his name is Roger. So everyone say hello to Roger. Welcome Roger to my collection. I decided to name him Roger because so I did think about Shirley, like Shirley Temple, but I don't really love the name Shirley in general, but I do love some Shirley Temples. However, I believe it's called a Roy's Rogers or something like that, that is kind of like a Shirley Temple, but instead of Sprite, I believe it's Coke. And I am a huge Diet Coke girly, so I felt like that was more fitting for me anyway. So I decided to name him Roger, kind of in inspiration from that drink, because I just felt like it was really fitting. But yeah, everyone say hello to Roger. Love Roger in my collection. Okay, next up, kind of keeping the food theme going, which I will say is kind of a theme throughout my entire collection, but that's okay. We have the Amusables Peanut. Look how teeny and cute he is, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. He's just too cute. He's so small. Again, like some of their bag charms I feel like are kind of bigger, but honestly, some of them are around this size, so I feel like the Peanut is so cute and teeny. When he stocked on the Jellycat website, I bought him immediately. I was so excited. And I did decide to rename this guy as well because, again, they don't, I guess, just name, not rename, because they don't really have names. So everyone, this is Skip. Welcome, Skip, to my collection. I decided to name him Skip after, like, Skippy peanut butter. It's because I felt like I didn't really want to name him Skippy, and so I felt like Skip would be kind of like a cool name for this little peanut. But since he is a peanut and peanut butter, I felt like that'd be a fun name, so Skip it is. But I love Skip's little legs, but he's just too cute, so welcome Skip to my collection. All right, the next one I'm going to be showing y'all, I am so happy that I have this one in my collection. I am honestly surprised to have this one in my collection as well, because this seems to be a very viral and popular Jellycat, and I was so surprised when I found it in my local toy store. But we have the Amusables Peach. Look how cute, guys. Oh my goodness. I love the, I don't know that I would say fabric, but like the material that they used on the peach. It is so soft. Love the little leaves and the little details on top. But again, I feel like the Jellycat peach is so just like sought after, I guess, is what I'm starting to find out about this one. I have not seen it restock. It may have, because I don't have this one on my like wish list, which is what I check most of the time for restock. So I don't know if this one has restocked on the Jellycat website since I've started collecting Jellycats, but I feel like this one is very hard to find, very sought after. And so I just had like a feeling that my local toy store might have this one, and I was right. And they only had 2 or 3 left. And so I was very lucky to be able to get this one from my local toy store and add it to my collection. So she is so cute. And I just feel like this is such a fitting name for her, but I decided to name her Georgia, like Georgia Peach. I just feel like that's so southern, so cute, and since I live in the South too, I just feel like it's really fitting. I played around with some other names, but I just feel like Georgia is the most fitting. So everyone, welcome Georgia to my collection. So adorable. All right, so the next 2 Jellycats, or like sets of Jellycats, I guess, in my collection, I'm kind of gonna do together because they technically are the same Jellycat. It's just one is a bag charm and one is like the regular version, but they technically are pairs. So I guess you could say these are 4 Jellycats, but I'm only counting them as 2 in my total collection number. But anyway, we have the Amusables Marshmallows in the bag charm. So this is the bag charm version, so cute and adorable. And then here we have the the regular Amusables marshmallows. Also so cute, slightly bigger than the bag charm, but they are just so adorable. So I did decide to name these as well. I will say like the pink one and the white one have different names, but they kind of have the same names in general. So, okay, so we'll start with this one. So I decided to name them Fluff and Puff. So the white one is Fluff and the pink one is Puff. And I just felt like that was a cute little name as like a marshmallow, Fluff and Puff. And I feel like it was really cute together. So that's their names. But then the bag charm ones, I've also decided to name Fluff and Puff, but this is Fluff and Puff Junior. Because I feel like since they're slightly smaller, but they are the same thing, it kind of makes sense to have the same names. But I decided to make it a little different by saying these are like the juniors of the other one. But I just felt like it was a cute name. I don't know that there's really any rhyme or reason to why I picked that name. I just thought that kind of sounded fun because they were marshmallows and kind of went well together. So those are the next two Jellycats in my collection. All right, the next Jellycat that I'm going to be showing you is the Amusables birthday cake. Y'all, this one is so cute and I'm honestly obsessed with this one. I will say this one was not like originally on my wish list when I was just thinking about like what Jellycats I want in general, but I am so glad that I got this one. I feel like this one's pretty underrated. Maybe it's not, like maybe a lot of people really do like this one, but I low-key feel like it's underrated, or at least it wasn't for me before I actually got this one. My local toy store stocked this one really kind of randomly, and so I went in to see it because I was like, you know what, maybe I'll get it. Let me just check it out, see what it looks like in person. And I just felt like it's such a nice jelly. Like, it sits so well. I love the shape and the little legs. And I feel like this is very cute, would be like very cute in like actual cake version, which might be foreshadowing for a future video. We'll see. But anyway, I just felt like I had to have this one. So I feel like this is kind of an unlikely join to my collection, but I'm so glad that it's part of it. And I did name this one as well. So everyone, this is Lottie. I feel like I kind of have inspiration on where I got that name, but I don't know that it quite makes sense. But in the movie The Princess and the Frog, the like blonde, I guess she's kind of a princess, but like the blonde girl, her name is Lottie. And I just think she's really fun and like cute and stuff, and I just get those kind of vibes from the Amusables birthday cake, I guess. So I decided to name this one Lottie, and it's like kind of inspired by that, but also just thought was a cute name. So everyone, welcome Lottie in my collection. All right, so we are taking a break from food Jellycats for a little bit coming up, but I feel like the next Jellycat is a very like quintessential like staple in most people's Jellycat collections. This is not the regular version, but it is a version of a very staple Jellycat. But we have Ricky Rainfrog with the little duck inner tube thing. He is so funny. I really like this version. My favorite is the side profile. It is so funny. But I really had debated whether I wanted a Ricky Rainfrog in my collection because he's just so funny. He's just fun looking. He looks a little grumpy, but honestly, we love him. And I just thought he was really cute, but I always saw the inner tube version and I was like, oh my gosh, if I get a Ricky Rainfrog, I feel like it has to be the one with the little duck inner tube because it is so cute. So just like so much personality. We love it. So I did go back and forth on whether or not I wanted to keep this one as Ricky, and that part of me was like, well, I know this is like controversial or like contradicting. I was like, I couldn't think of the word. I know this is kind of contradicting my thing going on with my Bartholomew's, but I feel like if I got a regular Ricky Rainfrog, I would leave his name as Ricky. But I did decide to rename this guide, and this is Wade, everyone. I just feel like that's just a fun name and kind of like fits his personality a little bit. Also, it does, I guess, kind of have like a water reference because if you like wade in the water and he's like got the water thing, I feel like that sounds really dumb, but it's cute still. So everyone, this is Wade. Welcome Wade to my collection. Whew. All right, guys, I think we are at least, if not over, halfway through my collection here. Thank you so much for bearing with me. We've got a good amount of Jellycats, but I am just so excited to continue showing you my collection. So next up, we have another non-food Jellycat, and I believe this is also a like hard to find Jellycat or like a really sought after Jellycat, which maybe all of this like species is. But dun 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 dun, the sky dragon, y'all, look at how cute. I am absolutely obsessed with the details on this guy. I love the colors. It is so pretty. He's just a fun little guy. I feel like the dragons in general seem to be very popular, kind of hard to find. And honestly, when I started collecting Jellycats, I wasn't a huge dragon fan, and I'm still not the kind of person that if I see any dragons, I'm going to get them no matter what. But I did see that my local toy store got this one in, and I saw it in the picture, so I came in to go see it, and I was like, I just want to see what it looks like in person. Again, I said that about something else, but we see how that went. I just want to see what it looks like in person. I really, really like the coloring. It's really pretty. I'd seen a lot of other collectors get this one, but he wasn't really on my radar. And I saw him in person, and I immediately fell in love, and I was like, okay, this guy has to come home with me. So I did end up naming this guy. I don't know if, like, Sky would be... I think he's just the Sky Dragon. I don't think that's supposed to be his name, but it might be. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if that's actually supposed to be his name, so I would be renaming him. But either way, I went back and forth with a couple names for this guy, but I think I have landed on Skittles. I feel like that sounds so funny when I say that, but I felt like the rainbow colors on his back kind of reminded me of Skittles, and I just thought that was kind of a fun name for him. I thought about naming him Cloud because I feel like I just associate clouds with rainbows too, because usually when you draw a rainbow, you've got like the clouds on the end. But I just felt like it didn't really do him justice as far as like his colors, so I decided to name him Skittles instead. So everyone say hello to Skittles. Welcome Skittles to my collection. Oh, he's so cute, and he's just so cuddly. I love it. Okay, guys, so the next Jellycat I'm going to be showing you, I actually got at the same time I got the Sky Dragon. So they were kind of like a bundle deal for me, I guess, because I fell in love with both of them. But it is the Smudge Elephant. Oh my goodness. Okay, quick little backstory. I've said this in some other videos, but especially if you're new here watching my video, I'll just give you a little rundown again. So I will say, I always saw these Smudge Jellycats in other people's videos or other people's collections, and I thought they were cute, but like I didn't really get the hype, I guess. But I don't think I'd ever really like seen a Smudge Jellycat or like held / looked like intently looked at a Smudge Jellycat in person until I saw the elephant. Because I don't know, like I wasn't really understanding the hype. I wasn't really getting why everyone seemed to be really, really obsessed with the Smudge Jellycats. But then I picked this guy up when I went to go look at the Sky Dragon in person, because this guy had been in the pictures too, and I thought he was really cute, but I was like, like what is the hype really about? And I picked him up and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy is so soft, so cute. I was like immediately falling in love with it, and I just was like, okay, I feel like I cannot leave this guy behind, so I had to take him home, and I'm so glad that I did. I don't think I'm going to get, like, every Smudge animal that they have out there, like, everyone I see, but I did just really like the coloring on this guy. I thought he was a really cute elephant, but I did decide to name this guy, too, so I think I'm still, this one, I don't know, like, I'll just explain it. So this one, I think I'm going to name him Lumpy. I feel like in a way that sounds like a bad name, but I just do think it's kind of cute, Lumpy. So it's kind of after, if any of y'all watched Winnie the Pooh growing up, it is after the Heffalump thing with Winnie the Pooh. I believe it was a movie. So the Heffalump in it was basically an elephant. So I didn't really think, I felt like Heffalump in general wouldn't be like my favorite name for this guy. So I think they actually call him Lumpy in the movie. So I thought Lumpy would be a cute like nickname. So I think soft launch of Lumpy in my collection. Let me know what you think of that name in the comments below, or if you have any other suggestions. But for now, everyone, this is Lumpy. Welcome Lumpy to the collection. Okay, next Jellycat I'm going to be showing you is probably one of my favorite that I have in my collection. Ever since new Jellycats were a thing, even before I started collecting, I said to myself when I saw this one that if I ever saw it in person, I would absolutely buy it, because I love this item in general. So we're going back to food items. But it is the Amusables Pickle. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. Y'all, look at how cute he is. Actually, I'm not sure that he's been on my YouTube page yet. because I can't remember. I don't think I did like I did order this guy from the Jellycat website, but also my local toy store got him in person too, but I had already ordered him. But I don't think I did like an unboxing or unbagging of him. So he might have actually not been on my channel before. But y'all, look how cute the pickle is. I can't. I think he is so funny. I love that he's like horizontal like this and his little legs are down here. I just think he is so cute, and I just love pickles in general, so it goes so well for me. I did decide to name this guy. I feel like just in general, this name is going to sound really random, but I did get it from somewhere. So everyone, this is Dinkton. So it's going to be like Dinkton, like Dinkton. That's how I'm saying it. So, I'm not going to give like the full story because I feel like it'll turn into a little like randomness. So a YouTuber that I watch sometimes when he does videos, he basically has a pet in one of the videos that he does, and he named it Dinkton. And I just heard him name that, and I just thought it was the funniest name. And I was like, I think this is hilarious. I would name a pet Dinkton because I just think it's fun to say, and it's just a fun word in general. If you agree, let me know in the comments below. But ever since that happened, I was like, I feel like I have to name a Jellycat Dinkton. And, you know, I almost named the Peanut Dinkton, but I wasn't getting that vibe from him, so I really didn't get that vibe for any of them, like, leading up to the pickle, and I just felt like I got the pickle in the mail, and I was like, yeah, this is Dinkton. So everyone say hello to Dinkton. We love Dinkton. We love pickles, so it just fits really well. All right, next up, we have another bag charm. I guess I have, let's see, I guess I only actually have 3 bag charms in my collection, but I do really like them, and I just feel like some of them, it was more about me getting just a smaller version of what they actually are, because I just wanted it in a small version. That's actually the case with this one. But we have the Amusable Sun bag charm. Y'all, this honestly might be my favorite bag charm, just like in general. I just think the sun is so cute, and I feel like in this really small size is really, really nice. And honestly, it goes really well on my bag, so I will say this is one of the main ones that I have on my bag when I have a keychain or a bag charm on it. But the sun is just so adorable, and the little legs, so cute. I did get this one off the Jellycat website. I am still hoping to get one of the, like, I don't know if it's small, medium, and the larger sizes, but like the smaller version of the regular Amusable Sun, because I do think it's just really fun. I really like it. So I think I will get that one if it comes back in stock on the Jellycat website, or if I see it in person. But that might be like my next lookout. But I just think this one's so cute. I did name this one as well. This one I feel like might be a little generic, but I just felt like it fit. So this is Goldie, everyone. I feel like that just, I don't know, Goldie just seemed cute and like kind of, I don't know if I'd say vintage. I feel like that's not the correct word, but I just felt like it fit her. She's cute, she's classic, she's Goldie. So everyone, welcome Goldie to my collection. All right, guys, I feel like we're starting to get to like the tail end of my collection, and it also is kind of symbolic because this next one, the next 2 actually I'm going to show you, are like the first time that I was really looking out for a certain Jellycat drop. So I feel like that's kind of like a milestone in my Jellycat collecting journey. But next up we have the Amusable Sourdough. Oh my gosh, this is another one of my favorites. I will say again, that sounds bad. I love all my Jellycats, but I thought, like, I saw the preview of this guy and I thought it was such an adorable idea. I absolutely love it. I like bread in general, I guess, but sourdough is honestly probably one of my favorite kinds of bread. I just think it's so good. So I was really excited to see that they came out with this guy, little detail on top, but I just love how his little legs like just sit outside. It's just so cute. The legs give these so much personality, and I absolutely love it. So I did name this one as well, and I feel like I'm like looking at the order these guys are in. Again, they're in the order of like most oldest to most recent, so like I didn't try and do this, but the like Goldie and then this guy and the next guy kind of have similar names, but it's okay. So everyone, this is Toasty. I feel like, I don't know, like it almost kind of sounds like I ran out of creative juices when I was naming these, but I just felt like, I don't know, in the moment I just felt like it kind of fit them. Like just Toasty. Like this is Toasty. I just feel like that's cute. Like it's just, to me it's cute. I don't know, maybe if I come up with something else, we'll give him a different name. But right now, everyone, this is Toasty. Welcome, Toasty, to my collection. And the next one that I'm going to be showing you in my collection, so I actually got this at the same time that I got Toasty. And again, I feel like this is just, like, the name of this one is going to sound the same kind of way. But we have the Amusables Parmesan. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, Amusables Parmesan. And I decided to name this guy Parmy. I don't know. Like, I just felt like they fit with them. Just like a nice little bread and cheese combo, Toasty and Parmy. I just feel like that's cute. And I feel like it only sounds kind of similar because I have those three in a row, but I think it's okay. So everyone, this is Parmy. I love like the different fabric between like the bottom here and this here. I was debating which cheese I wanted to get. I actually wasn't sure if I was going to get a cheese or not because my main objective was a sourdough, but I'm so glad I got the cheese as well. I feel like they look so cute together, and they look really cute together on my Jellycat shelf, so definitely keep an eye out for that video coming up in the future. Little part 2 of my Jellycat display. I'm so excited to put all these and organize them on my shelves, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But everyone, say hello to Parmy. Welcome, Parmy, to my collection. All right, next up, I know I felt like I just gave like a little spiel on smudge Jellycats, but we have some more smudge Jellycats in my collection. Again, I really don't think I will like have like a full collection of just smudge animals, but I just really thought these were cute, and I missed them when they were originally at my local toy store, so I've been waiting for them to come in stock on a website that sells Jellycats, so I jumped on it immediately. So first we have the teeny version of the elephant, the smudge elephant. He is so cute. I will do like a quick little side-by-side comparison. So this is the bigger version, I guess like probably one size up, and this is the little teeny one. So again, this is Lumpy. So I did decide to name this guy as well, but this is Peanut. I felt like that would just be really cute for the little teeny version. I just think he's a little fun, cute little guy and goes well with my bigger smudge elephant. And I also got, I'm going to do the next one already too. So I got these two together, and it's another smudge animal. So this is the smudge hippo. She is so cute and teeny as well, but like, look, they're just so cute together. I love them. I'm also really liking this color too, so I think it's just very cute. I will say I've shown these in a recent video, so y'all may have already seen those as well in like a recent like Jellycat mail video. I gave them their names, I believe, also in that video, but this one I was a little like teetering back and forth with. So I did say this one's name was Gloria after the hippo in Madagascar. I think I would like to keep that. The only other one I'm toying with is Hippie, because so a little backstory around that. So one of my dogs, or like technically my parents' dogs, but I consider them my dogs too, she is a Jack Russell Bull Terrier Pit mix. I guess she's just like a mix of all sorts of things. So we kind of call her a house hippo, and it kind of it went from like house hippo to hippie, and we call her Hippie most of the time, and I just think it's a really cute name. So that's the only other name I was debating for this one. So if you like Gloria or Hippie better, definitely let me know in the comments below. Maybe, I think they make a hippo of this size in the smudge animal, so maybe if I get the bigger version, the big version could be Hippie, and this could be Gloria, or vice versa. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But everyone, welcome Peanut and Gloria to my collection. Love how teeny and cute they are. All right, guys, we are down to our last 3 Jellycats in my collection. If you saw my Jellycat video last week, I believe, or like my Jellycat video where I went hunting for these and I got them. You may have already seen these guys, but I did not name them in that video, so there is a little bit of new info. So the next one we are going to be showing is the Amusables apple. I am so glad still that I got this one. I think it is so cute. I was so excited about this one as far as like the new drops for the Jellycats. This was honestly probably my favorite from like that big collection that dropped, or like all the ones that dropped, because I really like the food Jellycats, as you can see, but I do really like the fruit Jellycats in general. My next fruit that I really want to get is the Clementine. I am so worried that it's going to be retired on the Jellycat website, but I keep hoping they're going to restock it, or maybe I'll get it some other way. But that is absolutely like the next one that I want. So fingers crossed that I'm able to get that at some point. But for now, I'm so glad that I was able to get the apple. And I did decide to name this one as well. I went back and forth between a couple names for this one, but I think I've landed on Rosie. So everyone, this is Rosie. Welcome, Rosie, to my collection. So the second to last Jellycat we have is the Amusables Baguette Bag Charm. He is so cute. I am obsessed with this size. I don't have the regular baguette, like the Amusables baguette. I have seen it in person, but that was before I was really collecting Jellycats in general, so I decided not to get that one. But I did just really like this small size, so I decided to go with this one. I just think it's just funny. He's just so cute. And again, the legs are just so cute, and I like the like horizontal vibe they're going with. It's kind of like the same as the pickle. I love it. But I decided to name this one as well, and I just felt like I wanted to give him a little bit of like a French-esque name, I guess. So everyone, this is Charles, and I just felt like Charles was a fun French name, I guess, or like French-ish name. So say hello to Charles. Everyone, welcome Charles to my collection. I guess there could be a little bit of a backstory there. My fiance really likes F1, so I have kind of gotten into it as well. Charles Leclerc is kind of where, or Leclerc, I don't know how to say it like correctly, but Charles Leclerc is how I say it. But I guess that's kind of where some inspiration came from this. He is not my favorite driver, but I don't mind him or anything. So I guess that's kind of inspiration for this name. I will say, if I get the chili pepper, I also know what I'll be naming him. If you know the reference I'm making there, let me know in the comments below. I would love to know that, but we'll wait until I actually get the chili pepper to make that announcement. But everyone, again, this is Charles. And last but certainly not least, this is the most recent Jellycat that I've added to my beautiful, cute little collection here. So this is a Jellycat from the new drop that I was not sure I was going to be getting. I just wasn't fully convinced if I was going to get it or not. I really wanted to see it in person, but I saw him and I was like, immediately I have to take him home. So everyone, this is the Amusables Pistachio. There's a name in between like Amusables and Pistachio, but I can never say it correctly. So I just choose not to, but this is the Pistachio little 360 view for you as well. I just think he is so cute, and like the fabric on the outside is actually kind of similar to like the dragon or the smudge elephant or like the smudge animals, but it's just really soft, and I really like it, and like nice contrast to like the middle fabric, I guess. But again, love the little legs. I think, again, they add so much personality, and it's just perfect. This one, I was kind of not sure what to name, but I did kind of come up with like a name that I just felt fit him kind of well. There's not really a backstory for it, but everyone, this is Fred. Say hello to Fred. Welcome Fred to the collection. I just felt like Fred kind of fit his personality. I don't know. If you get what I'm saying, let me know in the comments below. But I just decided to go with Fred for this one. I didn't want to name him like Stashy or anything like that. I know I did Toasty and Parmy and Goldie, but that's okay. I just felt like maybe more of a regular name fit this guy. So everyone, again, say hello to Fred, but we love Fred. We love Fred. Whew. Okay, guys, and that is every Jellycat that I have in my collection right now. That was a whole 25 Jellycats. That is crazy, honestly, saying that out loud. It's absolutely crazy, but I love it. Honestly, the quality of these Jellycats are so nice. I am so glad that I started kind of getting into a couple other areas for collecting. But sorry if this was a little bit of a longer video. I actually don't know how long it's going to turn out until I edit, so we could be a little longer than normal, we could not. Either way, thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments below which Jellycat out of my entire collection is your favorite. Also, let me know if there are any Jellycats you think I should get next. I am definitely taking suggestions because I am ready. I am ready to go on the hunt. I love Jellycat hunting and just plush hunting in general, so I am happy to take any suggestions you may have. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye!